FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
So from the wilds of Alaska, looking north to the future, winking north comes Sarah Palin, a self-proclaimed hardcore pro-lifer and a prayer warrior. I went to Alaska a year ago, and I went to see someone named Bishop Thomas Muthi speak at Sarah Palin's church of 20 years. I had found a video online of Muthi laying hands in a public ceremony in her church in 2005 on Palin, anointing her against the spirit of witchcraft and praying that she would be elected to the governorship. A year later, Palin acknowledged this ceremony as one of the most important moments in propelling her into the governor's office. Palin's church, the Wasilla Assembly of God, believes in a peculiar strain of the Pentecostal faith called the Third Wave, which is almost difficult to explain. I can best explain their beliefs by their concept of demonic possession. They believe that demons can possess people, can possess places, can possess entire cities, and that these demons have to be cleansed through constant prayer. I think right here, where we are right now, would be an epicenter of demonic possession. Ted Haggard was a believer in the Third Wave, and at his church in Colorado Springs, when he first planted the church, he was seen at major intersections in Colorado Springs with a garden hose and a bottle of Crisco oil anointing the intersections against what he called a really bloody Satanism. So in addition to being a true believer, her whole worldview had been cultivated in this environment. Palin was also the archetype of the right-wing woman. Why did the base identify with Palin so much? Why did they seem to defy reason in identifying with her when she couldn't even name what magazines she read? Consider the facts on the ground in Palin country. Consider why they identified with a woman who had a pregnant 16-year-old daughter who advocated abstinence-only policies. What's happening in Lubbock, Texas, where since 1996, abstinence education has been mandated in public schools, but the rate of gonorrhea infections among adolescent women is twice the national average. Consider a study by Peter Bierman and Hannah Bruckner, sociologists, showing that white evangelical women, lose their virginity at a younger age than any other demographic except black Protestants. Consider the congressional study Ad Health, which shows that young evangelical women who drop white flowers at the feet of crosses, pledging their purity until marriage, are deflowered soon after. Over 50% lose their virginity before marriage. These are the facts on the ground in Palin country. And with so many people going through these personal crises, naturally, they would elevate Palin to their magic helper and see her as a leader who transcends politics, who transcends ideas, and becomes a reflection of their idealized selves. And so when Palin was parachuted into these rural regions of Pennsylvania, James Carville says, you have Pittsburgh, and you have Philadelphia, and you have Alabama in between. The flock came out and prostrated themselves before her naughty monkey heels and took the campaign in a direction that no one could have imagined. It became more than a political campaign. It became a really vaudeville of sadomasochism. And Palin informed them, going off the script, going rogue, which is the title of her new book. She's internalized the criticism of her and become, in defiance of even the Republican establishment of John McCain, beginning with when she defied him on the campaign trail and called Barack Obama a terrorist, told her crowd they were the real Americans and the rest of America was non-pro-American, that Barack Obama was not really one of us. This was the beginning of what we're seeing now. This was the beginning of the teabagger movement, the beginning of the hysterical displays on the National Mall. A few days ago, Representative Trent Frank said, Barack Obama is an enemy of humanity. Sarah Palin cleared space for an elected member of Congress to say this. I mean, that's the rhetoric that's reserved for Adolf Hitler.